Hello and welcome back for another video. In this one, I'll be breaking down my top 8 NBA duos right now in 2023. Post-trade deadline, some new powerful duos were created, which has turned a conventional duos list on its head. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's start off with number 8, and number 8 is Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray is currently averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists, while Jokic is averaging 25 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 10 assists. This duo can give you almost anything you need on the offensive end, from deep three-pointers to deep post positions in the paint for an easy hook shot, but on the defensive end is where they are lacking. Nikola Jokic has stepped up his defense this season to become a serviceable defender, but not elite by any means, while Jamal Murray is still trying to get used to guarding and staying in front of elite NBA guards as he missed last season recovering from tearing his ACL. For comparison, Jamal's defensive rating is 116 this season, while someone like Luka Doncic, who fans pick on for his poor defense, has a defensive rating of 112 this year, meaning Jamal is giving up 4 more points per 100 possessions than Luka. All in all, this is still an elite and deadly NBA duo that you won't want to run into in the playoffs or regular season. Number 7 is Jrue Holiday and Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, Jrue and Giannis are somewhat polar opposites of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, as they are both elite defenders that are in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation most years, but the difference that sets them apart being they are both solid offensive players as well. Jrue is averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists, while Giannis is averaging 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. Jrue can do pretty much everything Jamal can do on offense, maybe a bit worse three-point shooter, while Giannis can't do what Jokic does in being the best passing big man of all time, but what Giannis can do is be virtually unstoppable driving downhill at the hoop, and while probably being the most dominant NBA player today. Number 6 is Kawhi Leonard and Paul George from the Los Angeles Clippers. Both Kawhi and PG have had their ups and downs this year. For example, Kawhi only played a combined 5 games between October and December, averaging 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in 22 minutes, but got his health in check and averaged 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in February. Quite the turnaround. Both Kawhi and PG have looked good on the offensive end as of late, as both are triple threats from all 3 levels on the court and can facilitate for the team if need be, as they both average over 4 assists per game. Additionally, both Kawhi and PG have missed games this season, but have still been able to carry the Clippers to the 4th seed in the West. One valid knock is their defense, as the elite defensive pair seem to be losing a step due to injuries and aging. Both Kawhi and PG's defensive rating this season is 112, while most of their career it was around 100, and some seasons being under 100. The Clippers recently signed Russell Westbrook through the buyout market, and that move will either elevate them to title contenders or sabotage them. It'll be interesting to see the outcome in the playoffs in April. Number 5 is James Harden and Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers. Both Harden and Embiid are currently league leaders. Harden leads the NBA in assists per game, while Embiid leads the NBA in scoring per game, thus resulting in a pretty scary duo. James Harden has clearly taken a step back in his offensive abilities since his Houston Rockets days, when he routinely averaged 30+ points a game, to now taking a step forward in his facilitating abilities and routinely averages 10+ assists a game, as he's done so the last 3 seasons. It's okay that Harden has taken a step back on the offensive end, because Joel Embiid has taken a step forward, as he is on track to lead the NBA in scoring in back-to-back years with an astounding 33 points a game. The only player that can get in his way for the scoring title is Luka Doncic, who is also averaging 33 points a game. Number 4 is Kevin Durant and Devin Booker from the Phoenix Suns. These two haven't played a game together yet, as KD is still recovering from an MCL sprain in his knee, but has said he plans to return soon after the All-Star break. Both Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are walking buckets, as they are both averaging over 26 points a game with pretty efficient shooting splits as well. KD's are 56% field goal, 38% three-point, 93% free throw, while Booker's are 48% field goal, 36% three-point, and 85% free throw, which lands both of their true shooting percentage in the top 5% of the entire NBA. KD is right there for the most feared player to have to match up with, as he can shoot over virtually any defender, as he is 7 foot and moves fluid like a guard, while shooting at a highly efficient clip. Defenders at this point just put a hand up, close their eyes, and hope he misses. In addition, KD is also having his best defensive season since 2017 with the Warriors. KD is averaging 0.8 steals and 1.5 blocks, and the only two players on this list with a higher steals plus blocks average is Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis. Pretty elite company. Number 3 is Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving from the Dallas Mavericks. Luka and Kyrie have only played a few games together, which hasn't resulted in a win yet, as they are 0-2. But one thing is clear when watching them, and that is they are both offensive juggernauts. They're the only pair on this list to both average over 27 points a game while also having elite offensive ratings. Luka's offensive rating is 121, while Kyrie's is 119, both in the top 10% of the NBA. I would say their one knock is defense, but their offense is so elite that you still need to outscore them to win the game regardless. So they make up for their average defense with their top tier offensive abilities. Both Luka and Kyrie are a bucket from half court and in, and can serve it to you any way you want, and with either hand. It'll be exciting to watch this duo form chemistry and see what they can accomplish in the playoffs in the spring. Number 2 is LeBron James and Anthony Davis from the Los Angeles Lakers. Even though LeBron is 38 years old, he hasn't really lost a step in terms of production this year, as he's averaging 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. While when healthy, AD has been playing like a potential MVP and Defensive Player of the Year candidate, averaging 26 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. When LeBron and AD are engaged on the defensive end, they are both elite defenders that can guard 2 through 5 these days, as many centers aren't as bulky, so the offensive pace can increase. When Anthony Davis is on, he plays like Giannis, but with a jumper. While LeBron has lost some athleticism over the years, he's gained IQ and an improved jump shot, from 3-point and mid-range, with an array of moves to go along with it. The Lakers recently revamped their roster at the trade deadline, adding useful pieces. With LeBron and AD currently healthy, the Lakers plan to make a final playoff push with their new and improved roster, as they are still the 13th seed in the West. Hopefully they can successfully complete that push, because the playoffs are always in a better place with LeBron in the mix. My number 1 NBA duo is Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum is currently averaging 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists, and has been in the MVP conversation all season, while Jaylen Brown is averaging 26.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, and should get more recognition for how much he has improved since last season, when he averaged 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Both Tatum and Brown have built themselves up to be elite two-way players in the NBA, where opponents don't want to guard them, while also not wanting to be guarded by them. Tatum's defensive rating is 110, while Brown is 111, better than Kawhi, Paul George, and Luka for those keeping score. Tatum and Brown serve up the perfect yin and yang on offense, where they can both create a bucket from any spot on the court, whether it's in an ISO, double team, or a system play. What makes them fit so well together is there is no jealousy between the two, and they both just want to win. And that's exactly what they've done this season, as the Celtics have the best record in the NBA with a 42-17 record. Whoever is feeling it that night tends to get the ball when it matters the most, as they are both trustworthy stars that you want the ball in their hands. All in all, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are the best NBA duo today, and that could change tomorrow or next month with how much talent is in the NBA, but for now, the two Celtics stand on top. Well, those are my top 8 NBA duos in 2023. Feel free to comment down below if you agree or disagree with my list and what topic you would like me to cover next. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.
Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.